Hello, everyone. And
what did I do?
You were making tapping noises.
Sorry.
And cut.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bluhdhaven podcast, episode number 90. As always, I'm your host, Balfour Wong. Today I'm joined with...
Buddy.
Hollie.
Marcus.
Oh, he pointed at me!
Oh, did he? Whatever.
Hollie
you got
and
my
Marcus.
name. Awesome. It's one of those days.
I'm not ready for this shit.
Starting off strong. But before we begin, just a few announcements before we jump into the podcast. I want to remind everyone that a new episode of Stratosphere dropped this week. We are on episode 4. Things are getting a little interesting in Devil's Peak. Is that where we're at? If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure to go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Amazon Music to check out the latest episode. And if you're a subscriber on the Bluhdhaven website, you guys can watch it right now. Also, a new episode of Tucson by Night dropped yesterday, episode 19, I believe. Things are also getting pretty crazy on that one. We're coming up on the season finale of that soon, so make sure to go check that out. In addition to that, on this coming Monday, for those who watch our Munchkin Monday streams, we are going to be doing the Battle of the Monarchs. So traditionally we do the first to level 10, but we're going to be doing 2 teams of 4, and the first team that gets to level 50 will be crowned the true monarch.
Long live the king!
Hell yeah! It's going to be King Bee versus Queen Bee. So it'll be very interesting.
Who's on whose side again?
Well, I have Hollie, Kenza, Chris, and I'm probably going to have Buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's all of us against you.
No.
Yeah, so it's...
No.
No. So the way it's going to work is me and B are going to be at the front of the tables.
They're not playing.
It's 4 versus 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Oh, shit. This is going to be packed.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a very, very packed table.
Awesome.
So the way that it's going to work is it's going to be the levels collectively.
Okay.
So, there'll be 4 people. So, a few of you might be, level 11 or level 12. That way you guys can get to level 50 altogether.
So should we get a 20-sided die? Is there a 20?
Yes, there is.
20,
We have a lot of 20-sided dice.
Okay, that's what I thought. So we'll probably use those then. So that way it's easier to keep track of.
Shit's going to get
Well,
crazy.
no, because, me and B will keep track of our total levels.
Oh.
Okay.
And then you guys each have...
Our own for, okay, cool,
that way,
cool.
when you guys are in individual battles, you guys can still keep track of your levels.
Right, okay. There we go.
And then additionally, only your team can help you out.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And then if you're going to fuck someone over, it has to be on the opposing
It has
side.
to be the other side.
Cool.
I'm so glad Brandy's on the other side.
But Randy will find a way to fuck
thank
over
God.
her own team.
Now I don't have to be nice to her.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see people, having teamwork.
Because we're not used to teamwork.
No, they're not.
No, you guys
And I
are
can't
not
fuck
at
over
all.
Kenza either. It's going to be hard.
Why?
You were fucking her over last night.
Because it's fun.
You're going to be able to
that
fight
was pretty
against
fun.
Brandy,
Have I
Marcus,
told you a story?
and Maria.
Have I told you a story about how I made my ex cry during Munchkin because I killed her steed?
She sounds like a weak bitch.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. We all make mistakes, guys. No, I'm just
Mistakes
kidding.
were
I'm just
made.
kidding. But I mean, yeah. So I don't care. It's like play Monopoly. Relationships mean shit. Friendships mean shit. We're playing a game, and I always win Monopoly.
Holly's very competitive.
I am not competitive though.
That is bullshit.
I am not that competitive.
What I saw last
No,
night.
no,
What I
so
saw
I
last
reserve
night.
all
There's
judgment.
no, but when I lose, I don't care. See, I wasn't fighting last night to win, was I?
No, because when
With
you
my level 2.
no, because what you do, your I don't care is I don't care.
Then you retreat to a back room and then just break shit.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Only in Bal's house.
Next, please don't.
I did not break the chair.
Yeah.
You broke the chair.
I moved the chair and
You
it
broke the
broke.
chair.
There's a difference.
Yeah,
It
she
was
was looking for
illegally
Ruby.
You were
together.
sitting on the chair, and as soon as you got up, it broke.
Whoever built it is fired. Jesus,
I didn't
Jesus
build it.
obviously didn't do it.
I didn't build it.
Or else it wouldn't
Jesus
have broke.
did.
Jesus.
He was a carpenter.
I know he was a carpenter.
So Jesus obviously didn't build it because it fell apart. Jesus wouldn't build things that
I'm not
fall
gonna say
apart.
it. I'm not gonna say it.
Say what?
Are you sure
Say
about
it.
that?
You're gonna say it. You're gonna say it.
Well, it would be kind of hard to hold things with holes in your hands. So.
Oh,
That's wrong.
She's like, all right, hold on. I gotta make sure this nail gets in right.
Oh shit! By the way,
already know
while we're
I'm
on the
going
topic
now.
of Jesus, just before I forget,
I I want to know.
I want to talk about like a joke I heard from another comedian I thought was hilarious. He says we should make like a Mortal Kombat-esque game, but with all like the religious figures that exist in my religion.
Gandhi versus Jesus, let's go.
And then Jesus is like a bootleg scorpion already. And instead, when he says he's going to throw a cross at you, and instead of saying get over, he's going to be like, come to me, my child.
I remember we talked about this. Like I was like idly by like we were talking.
Oh,
about
we did
Jesus
already?
as a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He dies, but he'll come back 3 turns later.
Yeah. 3 turns later, he's coming back. He's
And if it's Easter, he gets a power bonus.
Sounds like a Munchkin card.
throws eggs
Oh
at
my
you.
god, that's awesome.
God.
Can
Please
you,
forgive
can,
me.
can you have a field card that's just like the heavens card? Or it's like any angel or any like godlike individual gets an attack bonus.
Right.
This fucking God's looking down at us right now. He's like, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
Jesus is holding.
Jesus!
No, Jesus just has the holy hand grenade. Count to 3, motherfucker.
Oh man.
And hold up, one more thing. One of my favorite jokes I've ever heard is this. So there's a black guy and a black guy arguing about whether or not God is black or God is white.
Okay.
And they do this all their life. They die. They go to heaven. God appears to them at the gates and says, "Buenos dias."
That's fucking great.
Hell yeah.
That's it. No more Jesus talk from me.
God is a girl. That's all I'm saying.
There's a song about it.
There is multiple. But with that being said, we're going to jump into the podcast.
That was my podcast?
I guess we just jumped right into it.
It was the pre-game show.
There you go.
Right.
Pre-game.
Yeah, Marcus actually has a comedy show that he's going to
Yes,
tonight.
I
He's
do.
performing at tonight. So
It is my first paid gig. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, shit,
but
you getting paid?
I'm getting
hell
paid.
Yeah.
This is the first gig that has
Let's
the poster
go.
and say, "Hey, Marcus Ray, one of the comedians performing tonight. $7 a head," which is cool. I'm happy
You get
about it.
copies of that?
Fucking nervous. Yeah, I'll get copies
Yeah.
of that. True, for
You
sure.
got this.
I gotta like put it in my memory book, girl.
Hell yeah.
Make sure to sign them so just in case when you get famous, you can sell them.
Okay, sounds good.
Date
You
it.
think I'm
First
joking?
performance.
You think I'm joking?
No, see, all he
Because
needs to
when
do
you
is
get that
just,
lifestyle,
he just
that
needs to
lifestyle
save the
becomes
PDF.
expensive.
That's all. That way, when he does become famous, we can backlog it, then bring them out, and then have
Alright.
him sign it.
And then I can avoid like the carpal tunnel and shit.
There you go.
There we go. That's a good idea. See, this is why I knew you came to my life for a reason, Belle. Real good ideas and shit.
Great minds.
Hey, there is something I wanted to talk about today, though.
Yeah.
How's everybody feel about the cast of the Super Mario movie? I knew I'd get a good
God
one.
damn it. I want to be hopeful.
Me too.
But god damn it, Chris Pratt as Mario. Like Mario is such an iconic. I wouldn't say voice, but there's like a specific like.
There's a style that he needs to.
What else is he in?
Chris Pratt, he's
Yeah.
the Guardian. He's the Guardians.
Yeah,
of the
Guardians of the
Okay,
Galaxy
okay.
guy.
Yeah.
He played Elliot in the Lego movie.
Yeah.
Is his
Yeah.
name Elliot? Emmett.
Yeah.
And which, by the way, because of that, I don't think he's a bad voice actor. I think he can
No.
pull it off. But as far as Mario, I don't want to see him as Mario. I'm actually on the boat that wants Danny DeVito to play Mario.
Hell yeah, I
I
agree.
think that would be hilarious.
I thought it was funny because there was a meme that showed was it Star-Lord with up against Thor, not Thor,
What's his name?
Thanos,
Yeah.
and he had the Mario mustache and cap.
That's awesome.
I also saw another one where he's like, when he's introduced, he's like, "There's another name I go by." I'm like, who? It's a me, Mario.
Oh god!
Yeah, I don't know. I know that Chris Pratt is not a bad actor, but I just feel like the casting could have been better. Like, if you're going to make an animated film, I don't know. I think one of the reasons why I'm so upset is because I have a lot of friends in the voice acting community. Like, people who do voice acting for anime and, like, a bunch of shit like that, right? And it's just so weird that they're getting, like, A-list actors to do voiceover work.
It's just an old think kind of thing, you know? I think they feel like the star power is still what brings people to movies.
Yeah.
And while that may have been, I feel like it's not as it's not as a, what's the word I'm looking for? Not
Not appealing, but it's not as drawing as
It used to be.
studios think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like back in the day, it was like when I don't know, like when
I'm
Tom
thinking-
Cruise was in the movie, everyone was like, "Yeah, let's go
What's
watch
the
it."
new
blah,
Tom
blah,
Cruise
blah.
movie? What's the
I
name
was-
of it?
I
I
was
don't care.
thinking-
Tom Cruise is in it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was
I never
thinking
felt
older.
that
I
way.
was thinking
I
like
never felt that way about Tom
Never
Cruise.
felt that way
Judy
about
Garland,
Tom
yeah,
Cruise.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
Motherfuckers.
who did you feel that way about then?
Pretty much everyone, but
Tom Cruise.
but Tom Cruise.
Okay. Will Smith was me.
Will Smith was
Yo,
good,
well,
too.
yep,
Okay.
yep.
Mhm.
I want to see that pigeon movie. That looks funny as shit.
The Spice thing?
Yeah,
It's actually pretty funny.
Is it out already?
Oh yeah, it's been out for like 2 years.
No, it hasn't.
The
the one
animated
where
one?
he turns into
The
where he
animated
turns
one.
into
Yeah,
a
yeah.
God, has that been 2 years already?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That was
I
actually
forgot
a
all
really
about
good
that.
Yeah, I really liked
Well,
it.
to be fair, in the span of 2 years, we were trying to figure out a lot of things.
But see, that was a good movie with
Because
the
Tom
A-list
Holland's in
actor
it, too.
doing voiceovers.
Yes.
He's the
Like
the geeky
Yeah,
kid.
like the geeky Q.
Who?
Tom
Tom
Holland.
Holland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guy that plays Spider-Man.
By the way,
But
how do you
not
feel
the
about Tom
original
Holland
Spider-Man.
playing Nathan Drake and them?
I think
he'll be fine.
He's a young Nathan Drake. I
So-
think he'll do fine.
Because it's the first Uncharted, so
Yeah.
I think he'll be okay.
So it's like Uncharted, but it's not really taking place like the games would.
No.
no.
God,
It's
I'm
like the
really
origin.
bad with my words today. Forgive me. But,
At least I think
it's
it's the
so it's a
origin.
prequel.
I think so.
They're gonna start an Uncharted movie series with a prequel.
I think so.
That's weird.
Which actually would make kind of sense.
How so?
Well, because you have a little more leeway with your character development.
Like,
Because you're not so gun-ho to the first game, which already kind of... Like, in the first game, you kind of learn about Nathan Drake as you're playing along with it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a prequel to the story of the first game, then you can build up that character. So I think it could go well, but I don't know.
what I like about Uncharted is that it doesn't have to specifically follow the games. You know,
Right.
it's a whole world full of treasure hunting.
It's Tomb
You
Raider.
can make your own. Yeah, it's Tomb Raider. It's Tomb Raider. It's Tomb Raider. No, it's dumb. That was dumb.
That was
I
dumb.
regret
Tomb
that.
Raider.
I regret
It was
that
great.
so much.
It was like one of those
It's
like
recorded now.
yeah.
Right.
Fuck! When I was really into Uncharted, I actually came up with an idea for a movie for it. It was simple, you know, like Nathan Drake and Sully go to Mexico and they're gonna find a lost Aztec civilization that apparently was like a city of gold.
Yeah.
And they find it, but they find that there's a drug processing plant built on top of it because the people who are there don't know what they're
of
standing
That
on.
sounds
So it's
super
Indiana
Uncharted.
Jones?
Yeah, it does, right?
It's Indiana Jones.
Well, the Uncharted
Kind
essentially
of.
is Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I've
Instead
never
of
played
Nazis,
it.
it's cartel.
I've never played it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That, and arguably, I think I like Nathan Drake far more than I like Indiana Jones.
I prefer Nazis
Indiana
over
Jones is a
cartel.
piece of shit.
Well, like piece of shit human being.
He's a piece of shit.
Well, give him some
Oh, yeah.
credit, okay? He was written in the 80s.
Still a piece of shit.
Also,
Characters written in the 80s don't have the necessarily depth like they have now.
That,
Like, no
yeah,
man,
that's true.
no action movie led by a man cried in the fucking 80s. But we got some good
That's
fucking
fair.
character development here. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, they're actual humans now.
Yeah, they're people. They're relatable. They're not Arnold Schwarzenegger in
Can I
Commando.
get a Rambo movie where he cries?
I think him yelling
No.
behind the gun is him crying. That's man crying.
I cry bullets!
I'm a land farmer, motherfucker. It was so fucking
Great
bad, but it
movie.
was great.
I loved it so much.
But circling back to the Mario voice casting,
Voice.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Jack Black as Bowser.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I still think Seth Rogen and Jack Black should switch roles. I think
Seth
I think
Rogen's
Seth,
Donkey Kong?
yeah, Seth Rogen's
Yeah.
Donkey Kong. I think
I don't know if I could deal with Bowser laughing like.
true, but I feel like Seth Rogen has a deeper voice that would, fit more with Bowser. And Jack Black could definitely pull off a monkey.
Also true.
Easily.
Also,
But
yeah,
I also
yeah.
think Jack Black has
I'm Donkey Kong,
But I
motherfucker!
think Jack Black. I don't know if you've heard his lower register.
Yeah.
Jack Black has an amazing lower voice.
But is he gonna do that?
I
I
mean,
feel
What
like
kind of movie is it
I
supposed to
hope
be?
so. It's an animated
if
film.
he,
Well, yeah,
if he
but, like,
does, it's going to be
funny
for when he's
kids,
pissed. When
adults.
Bowser's pissed.
Well,
then he's
since
pissed.
it's Nintendo, I think it's going to be like a kid-oriented
Yeah.
film. Bowser takes Peach.
Well, it's
Mario
made by the
Brothers
same
are gonna
people who
have to
made
go-
Despicable Me. So
Yeah, the same studio.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
It's
so it's
Despicable
going to
Me and
be
something else, right? What else do they make?
not geared
Minions.
towards adults.
the Minions.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not. Well, I mean,
People
it'll
have
probably
pets.
have like adult undertones,
Oh, of course, because it's.
but like the overall
They all
story
do.
is going to be
Yeah.
child-oriented.
Yeah.
As
So-
opposed to the original Super Mario Brothers movie.
You know what? It's a bad film. I still like it.
It's yeah.
It's a 90s
Is Mario
movie.
Mario? I'm Luigi Mario.
That was
He's like my father and my brother, all in one.
Jesus Christ.
That being said, I wouldn't mind John Leguizamo coming back to play Luigi.
We were
I
talking
thought
about that.
he was an awesome casting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the casting for that movie was fine.
Yeah.
It's just the overall story was
The
a little
movie.
out of whack.
The
Yeah.
movie itself, yeah.
I really don't know how you can make a live action Super Mario movie. I think they're going the
They
right way
tried.
with animating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the way that you do a live action Mario is you do a live action Mario all in CG.
Yeah.
Really?
Like Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mhm.
That's the only way that you would be
Yeah.
able to do a live action Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Because it has to be set in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh, I wonder if they're gonna open a multiverse up with this movie. You know, like suddenly we'll get like a Legend of Zelda movie. How awesome would a Legend of Zelda
I would
movie be?
kill for a Legend of Zelda.
Fuck,
Are you
that'd be
kidding
cool.
me?
All right,
Yeah.
here's the
Smash
thing,
Brothers
though.
animated
They
film.
annou-
Let's go.
Here's the funny thing: they announced a Legend of Zelda movie. Who's the worst actor that can play Link?
The worst.
The worst.
Who's the Chris
actor.
Pratt to Mario
Oh
for Link?
man,
Owen Wilson.
no, he's too old. He's so old. You'd have to get a younger actor.
That would be really funny.
Zac
Like,
Efron.
Finn
I
Wolfhard.
don't think Zac Efron would be
Finn
bad.
Wolfhard.
I don't know. He did great.
I don't
in
know.
that.
No, Alex
No.
Wolff.
Alex. All right.
Who's Alex Wolff again?
The kid from the Naked Brothers band, the Death Note
Oh,
kid
yeah.
who fucked up that movie. It's not his fault.
It's not his fault. It wasn't.
The writing was just really
Yeah.
bad.
Cool. Then who would play Zelda?
The worst person to play Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley Tisdale.
No, she could. She's actually a pretty
You
good
know,
actress.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Zendaya, whatever his name
Zendaya?
is.
Oh, Zendaya, the one that. Okay.
100%
Oh,
they would
God.
make Zendaya voice.
Yeah,
Zelda.
absolutely.
I could totally
it
see
would.
that happening. Is
Yeah.
it a good cast choice? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really think she's a bad actress.
I don't think she's a bad actress. I just don't think she gets good scripts.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Who would play Ganondorf? Who's a bad casting for Ganondorf?
God, but
Kevin Spacey.
I just thought of a.
Kevin Spacey. Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
his comeback role right there.
Yep.
You know, it'd be a good one for that. I would see
Josh Brolin.
That
Josh
or
Brolin as Ganondorf would be
Willem
awesome.
Dafoe.
Yeah,
I could see doing
definitely.
like
Willem
Ganondorf.
Dafoe?
He like
Hmm.
I
looked
can't
like
see him
him.
as I cannot
Really?
see him as Ganondorf because Willem Dafoe has a very
You're right.
God, how would I describe his voice? His voice is very thin.
Thin.
That's fair.
Like he has a very like
Yeah.
Nosferatu kind of voice.
That's fair.
Did he
Whereas
play a
Gan-
vampire recently, by the way?
Who?
Willem Dafoe?
Willem Dafoe?
Was there a movie
He
where
was in
played
The
a
Shadow of
vampire?
the Vampire, which was basically the movie of how they made Nosferatu. The old
okay.
19...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, because Ganondorf is more like beefy.
Yeah,
like,
it's fair.
"Woo," like
Yeah,
Josh
so,
Brolin.
I mean, that would have worked.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, I think Josh Brolin would be a great Ganondorf. That'd be rad.
Hollywood, if you're listening, get that
Hollywood.
shit done.
Right.
We just
keep
want a
going.
Legend of Zelda movie. That'd be
I'm pretty
fucking
sure that's
awesome.
what they're doing. They're going to test the waters with the Mario movie. If
I
it's a
see that- I see
success,
how
they're
that
like,
would
hey,
work,
let's go
yeah.
ahead and...
I mean, they're having like a Donkey Kong in it and the Diddy Kong in it, so I mean, right
Donkey Kong
there's-
technically is part of Mario's world, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It all
DK
started
came
with
in
Donkey Kong.
The
Right?
game.
It
The
did,
game.
right?
Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it
Jump
was
in the barrels.
Yeah, it
The
was,
good old days.
Mhm.
The good old days.
when games were simple.
You can play it in Donkey Kong 64. You find one of the little arcade things. You
Yeah.
can play it. Yeah.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
still just as hard.
It's a fun game though.
To be
Yeah.
honest, I never made it past level 2 of Donkey Kong.
Really?
I always died. But then again, I'm a shitty gamer, so
That's fair.
yeah. I play games. I'm not a gamer. I just play games. That's where I'm at in my life.
There you go.
Hey, if you play
I
games,
feel
you're a
that.
gamer.
I feel that.
Yeah, really. You filthy.
Well,
You may not be one of these assholes who puts like 7,000 hours into Call of Duty, but like you play games.
I just like to kill shit.
Yeah,
That's
I'd like to
yeah.
let off some steam.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games of all time to let off some steam was Prototype. Does anyone ever play
Oh,
Prototype?
Dude, I
yeah.
love Prototype.
God, I remember one day after school, I was just had a hard day, and I came and played that game, listened to my music. It was just therapy. Then again, I was killing a lot of people, so I don't know if that's a good kind of therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're letting out some steam
We might be
Yeah.
in
concerned.
a fake room. I mean, I used to do that all the time with Halo. Like that's the reason why I loved Halo
Oh,
so much. Because
Halo.
like
Mm-hmm.
one, the replayability, but two, it's just like you're just in a battle area, just killing people.
Glad you brought up
With your
Halo.
friends.
I remember something I wanted to talk about. Who here is a fan of Dead Space? Dead Space? Cool? Dead Space?
course.
No, you got nothing?
Nothing.
How about Doom then?
Well, yeah.
Doom? Okay, Doom, everybody?
Yeah.
Doom? The Flood versus the Forces of Hell.
Forces of Hell.
Forces of Hell?
Forces of Hell.
Forces of Hell?
Mm-hmm.
Because at least you could wipe out the flood.
You could?
Yeah.
Oh,
With the
yeah.
Halo. Do you think a Halo ring would work in Hell?
No.
Nah.
Well, technically it could because it is a technology.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the only way that that one ring would have any effect is if the other 6 rings were in that same area. Because you need all 7 rings for it.
Oh,
to
really?
Actually, yeah.
I'm not really
for there to be like
well versed in
an
Halo.
actual massive impact. All 7 rings need to be there. So if Halo 1 never existed, which means that the one ring didn't break, then it would work. Now we're getting into like the game theorist type of area.
But it's only a theory.
Yeah.
Not a game.
A game
Game theory. I really like the game theorist thing on FNAF. Like
yeah.
this whole Five
that
Nights at
was,
Freddy's
yeah, that
stuff
was
really
that
fun.
was trippy.
I just know there's a lot of lore attached with
which is
Final
weird
Fantasy.
because
You wouldn't think that with that kind of game.
yeah, like the lore didn't really expand until after the third game.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the first and second one, it was just kind of like ha ha
Yeah.
ha.
Well, I mean, who would have
Yeah.
thought Five Nights at Freddy's would be as successful
Exploded
as
as it did.
I mean, I knew it was going to be a good game because it was a horror game. It was relatively simple, but
Yeah.
who knew it was going to turn into what it did?
I know the creator did it because after the creator made it, and then like he saw, I think it was like after the first month, he was like, "Holy shit, this is crazy." Kind of did the same thing with Phasmophobia,
Yeah.
where it was like it was just an indie hit, and then it just exploded.
Among Us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Among Us.
That's what I should have brought yesterday for yesterday's space adventure. I had a little Among Us something.
Oh, the little dude.
No.
I should have brought the little Among Us guy.
God, that would have been good.
Damn it!
Next
oh, well.
time.
Missed
Next time we do
opportunity.
space.
Missed
Next time,
opportunity.
Which one? What are we playing for?
Just
The
the regular
mods.
one because it's going to be a
Regular one.
long stream.
It's gonna be long stream.
How long are we gonna be doing it for? You think?
Probably 3 hours.
Well,
Yeah.
that's normal, right?
Well, yeah,
For
but I
most
just
games?
meant it's going to be long in the sense of like everyone. Like the first hour is going to be everyone trying to like get comfortable with the way that the game is going to run,
Okay.
and then it's going to be hour 2 is where things kind of like
Yeah.
start ticking in,
Mhm.
and then the last hour B's going to be like, all right, we need to go to bed.
Hour 1 is just Brandy fucking over
Power
everybody,
hour,
not giving
people.
A damn.
Yeah.
The second hour, then she starts working with people.
Well, I mean, to Brandy's benefit,
yeah.
she can't fuck over her own team.
Mhm.
What?
Oh
Uh-oh.
shit! That sucks.
Wasn't me this
How's that
time.
happen?
Wasn't me this time.
Someone farted in the
I was
wrong
thinking
direction.
The same thing.
Ow!
I should
I
have got
heard
something
that.
to eat.
Shocked me.
Shocking. Nice shirt, by the way, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Pulp Fiction, pulping the fix. All right.
That sounds
weird.
very dirty.
Hold on.
Try to get out. Boy, I think.
What was I saying?
Something about Pulp Fiction, pulping something.
Oh, I know what she's
Before that.
Oh,
Awesome.
but it's
I don't
amazing
remember.
potential for storage. That's what's so cool about it.
Sound effects, Balfour.
Future Bow, if you're
Audience, I hope you enjoyed the crunching and silence of Hollie's head. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
Basically.
She is hungry. She has not had the breakfast.
I have not had the breakfast either, so I will partake. if you
What's
want.
everyone's favorite breakfast?
food?
We talked about this
Fair
2
enough.
weeks ago.
no, I did. French
Mm.
toast.
French toast.
Oh yeah, we did it over the waffle podcast.
Yeah.
It depends. Like this morning, I really had a craving for toasted strudel.
Ooh,
Ooh, I haven't had toasted shrimp in forever.
Sounds good.
Oh man, it's so fucking good. I love the cream cheese filled ones. You know, the ones strawberry and cream cheese. It's like awesome.
It's a perfect mixture.
Anytime I'm on, like,
Perfect munchy food.
if I'm on a road trip or something like that, I love stopping at like a Circle K and getting the like cheese and strawberry filled Danishes.
Oh god.
Like in the morning, like those are bomb.
The cream cheese Danish. Is that what you said? Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you over the crunching.
It wasn't my
Yeah, the
crunching.
strawberry and cream
It's my
cheese
crunching.
Danish.
Strawberry and cream. I never
Yeah.
had the strawberry and cream cheese Danish.
So good, dude.
Damn it, I'm starving. And I you know what? I shouldn't say that. I'm not starving. I just feel like I'm hungry.
You're just always hungry.
I'm just
I know.
always hungry.
I'm in that same boat. I'm
Maybe
trying to
have a
get better.
worm.
About
Maybe
it.
I'm depressed.
We have a worm.
Jay, join the club.
Actually, I'm doing pretty good these days.
That's good though.
Life is good, y'all.
Life is good. Got a gig and shit.
Hell yeah.
Gig.
You were talking before we started about a dragon game.
Oh yeah, it's called Century Age of Ashes. It's gonna be a free to play dragon combat game. It just shows like you're flying. You have a a dragon mount, and yeah, there's and all that. So the reason why I found it is because the game was gonna come out a day after Battlefield 2042, and they said no, we're delaying this. And everyone's asking why. We don't want to get fucking thrown off to the sidelines because of Battlefield, because they know it's
Yeah.
gonna be a huge fucking hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually really smart. That was smart of them to just push it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Huh. When's it coming out?
The 18th of November.
Ooh, so soon.
Yeah, it was scheduled for October 22nd, which was the day after Battlefield. So I was like, no.
That's so
Well, all their fun
November.
game
Yeah.
announcements is fucking Back for Blood's coming out
Oh yeah.
in like 2 weeks.
Yes.
We're definitely gonna be streaming that.
Oh yeah,
because that's a fun
it
ass
is a
game.
very fun game.
For those who don't know, Back 4 Blood is essentially the new Left 4 Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
It's from the exact same developers, but because Valve owns the licensing for Left 4 Dead, they essentially built a game from the ground up. It's actually really fucking cool. If
Is
you
it
have,
in the same world or?
no, it's
No.
its own, but it's essentially the exact
it has
same.
like the same people who worked on the first Left 4 Dead. So
Yeah.
But it's not Left 4 Dead.
No.
It's not
Okay.
Left 4
The
Dead,
lore
but it has almost the exact same mechanics.
Hmm.
So like you go through an entire level, but then you have these save points, these safe houses where you can then upgrade your weapons. You get like these cards that will give you benefits as you go through the levels and stuff like that. It's actually really cool. I really liked it. The beta was a lot of fun. What the fuck is happening with the camera?
Oh shit. Oh, okay, cool.
he was gonna say some fuck shit right now.
Some fuck shit.
Some fuck
I like
shit.
that. No, what I was gonna say is I actually never played Left 4 Dead. The only really thing I know about Left 4 Dead personally is that back in high school we had a teacher who looked like the Tank.
Oh god, small head and just buff motherfucker.
Yeah, no, just small head, but he was not buff. He was actually really fat.
Oh,
But
okay.
so-
So he was like a boomer.
Is that what they're called? The boomers?
Yeah, the ones that puke on you and they.
Oh,
chuck
the
horn.
really fat looking ones. Okay, so
Boomer.
I obviously haven't played the
That's
game,
fine.
so I don't know the name. But another student pointed it out, and he showed me on his laptop, and I was just like, I can never unsee that anymore.
I've played the first one on somebody's Xbox, and then the second one I had on PC, and I modded the fuck out of that game.
Shit.
Left 4 Dead mods were the best.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of mods came with those things?
Well, before like Workshop was such a huge thing, I went for like L3D maps, and you just basically had different maps. So like you had Silent Hill for one, you had like a Star Wars map, and then once Workshop was getting into like everyone was starting to enjoy that, and then you had like the Disneyland one that we fucking did.
Wait, there was a Disneyland mod?
There was a Disneyland one where basically it was the entire Disneyland park from California.
Oh,
Someone
wow.
like rendered the whole fucking thing and shit?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And it was just, they had almost everything there. Even in like the last bit, you went on the, what's the log ride? Can't remember the name of it. Splash Mountain. You
Really?
go on that, and it actually was, look. You're fine.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta give a lot of love to the mod community for any game, man.
100%.
Like, I never actually played any mods because I've never had a computer to play games on, and that's where most of the mods you can find
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
are. But I really want to because I don't know if you know this, but they just remade all of Fallout New Vegas with the Fallout 4 engine.
I saw that.
Oh my god!
I
Fallout
want to give
New
it a
Vegas
shot.
is one of my whole-time favorite video games. I would love to play it with updated graphics. They really should remaster that shit.
They're
not
say,
gonna.
no, I know they're not, but I know there's also a mod for Fallout 4 where it's not the Commonwealth Wasteland. You're in London with the Fallout. Yeah.
Oh shit! That sounds pretty cool too. I'd rather play New Vegas though.
Oh, of course. That's the one I started on.
We still need to get Justin on the podcast. I we can talk about that.
You know.
So my friend Justin was one of the lead developers for New Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
Get the motherfucker on here. I'm
trying to.
Hell yeah.
Well,
he's freaking.
yeah, if
he's
he's
busy.
busy,
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, Marcus.
Yeah, I fucking love that game.
I know. That's why I want to try to get him on because, well, one, I know that he fucking hates Bethesda.
That's
Oh,
fair.
he does?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because
after
they-
He
working
was
for them-
Obsidian then. He was part of Obsidian, or was he working for Bethesda?
I don't know what. I know he hates Bethesda because
Oh, they fucked him over.
of the way that they fucked him over and his team.
Oh shit! What
So, and I'll let him kind of elaborate more
Yeah,
on
I would
it.
love to
But
get into that.
essentially, what happened was they spent hours and hours on the game, and when they had a launch party, they didn't invite any of the developing team. Yeah,
What?
any of the
How
developing
could you
team.
not do that?
Exactly.
What the fuck, Bethesda?
Yeah.
You
So, and
bitches.
I'll let him talk about it when we have him on because he's very passionate about it.
I would love to
I
hear
wonder
that.
why.
I would love to meet someone who actually worked on that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure there'll be a buttload of questions for him. But Justin, if you're listening, fucking get back to me, dude.
Awesome, tacular. What was your guys' favorite video game of all time?
Legends
Like-
out of Ocarina of Time.
As of
Ocarina of
now,
Time?
or just growing up?
You know what? Let's start with growing up. Like, what was the game that made you a gamer?
Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I
Good.
honestly think it would probably be Super Mario. No, Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mario!
Cool. Wait, didn't you say that was your first Nintendo console?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was the one I always started with, and then throughout my entire years, and then when the Wii came out, I got that, and it made it more interesting because I could play my GameCube games on it too, so it was like a
Mhm.
twofer.
Speaking of the Wii, what was the one game that you played the most of on the Wii?
with Red Steel.
Nice.
That was the one I played the most.
Mine was Pirates of the Caribbean
That was the
3.
one I played.
Ooh.
Nice.
I
Nice.
played the
Good
fuck out of
game.
that game for some reason.
Good game.
I can't think of the one I played the most. I think, if anything, it was Wii Sports because, you know,
Nice.
after the novelty of the Wii wears off, all you really come back to is just everyone wanting to come and play boxing
Bowling.
against
Yeah.
you and shit.
Oh,
Bowling.
yeah.
Bowling.
You know, I take it back.
Tennis.
No, I know the game I played the
Tennis.
most on the Wii was Twilight Princess.
Fuck
Mm,
yeah.
I remember that. I spent so many hours in that game, and I've never.
There was controversy when
Never
that game
beat it?
came out.
Why?
Because
No, I have.
from hardcore fans of Legend of Zelda, Link has always been left-handed in
Yep.
every single game.
Because
But
he's
when
right-handed.
Skyward Sword came out, they had to make him right-handed because people are predominantly right-handed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And people lost their shit.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
For Skyward Sword? Or
No,
was
no,
it
no. It was Twilight Princess.
You just said Skyward Sword.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, Twilight Princess.
One of the 1700 games.
You're right.
Nice.
But I didn't care. Who the fuck would? Who
Yeah,
the
I mean,
fuck
I don't
cares?
care. I
Who
just remember
cares?
people losing their shit. It was like all over.
canonically correct because Link is left-handed. Worst game ever.
I knew it. I knew it was coming. I knew it was fucking coming. It was a great game, and
Twilight Princess is
Have you
awesome.
ever been the Cave of Ordeals in that game? Anybody?
I haven't touched Twilight Princess.
Oh, you never touched it.
I don't know it by name. What section are we talking about?
Okay, so it's actually a bonus area. Remember where you repair the bridge, or you send like a part of the bridge out?
Mhm.
Okay, and then it ends up in the Gerudo Desert.
Yes.
If you send that piece back, damn it, I'm spitting up chip. I'm sorry, that's really gross. But if you send that piece back to repair the ship, the spot where it was actually it's like a little stairwell that leads
It goes
down,
down.
and it's called the Cave of Ordeals. And essentially, it's just an endurance challenge. There's
Yeah,
20
because
levels.
it's just waves and waves, right?
Yeah, waves
yeah.
and waves.
Okay.
There's like 20 levels. I got to like 18, and I never was able to go.
I don't
back.
think I ever finished it.
Yeah,
I think I did a couple of times. I was like, nah.
yeah. The further you get, like you have it unlocks fairies at certain water sources
Yeah.
in the world, and they can only fairies like they're really good for health and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
But I never was able to pass it.
Now
Never was able.
the only game that I have 100% complete in terms of the Legend of Zelda universe is Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker,
Damn.
the original Game Boy Advance one,
Oh, Link's Awakening.
yeah, and Four Swords. Those are the only games that I've 100% complete.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So it's all Legend of Zelda games for you.
Well, for like in terms of completion,
Yeah.
I've completed a fuck ton of games, but
Oh,
those are
okay.
like the Legend of Zelda games that
Oh,
I've
okay.
completed.
I've only
Because
completed
I've done,
one game in my
I've
life.
completed all of the Kingdom Hearts games. I've completed Final Fantasy 4, 7, 8, and 9. Completed all the Halo games. Diablo 2, Diablo 3.
What about Diablo 1?
Did not finish Diablo 1. Diablo 1's rough.
Rough in what way?
It's just
It's
it's
rough.
old.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's hard to look at.
Yeah.
Rough.
Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2. I can go on. There's a shit ton of games that I have 100% complete.
I've completed one game 100%, and it was the Resident Evil 3 remake, and that's before they patched it and added more achievements. But I did not go back to it since. 'Cause I 100%ed it. I'm not doing it again.
That's the one thing I miss about playing on the Xbox almost exclusively is just the achievement runs that I would do. Like I remember getting super happy when I 100% completed Guitar Hero 3. Oh god, what was it? Amped 2 or Amped 3? I really liked. I just miss achievement hunting. You don't see that anymore.
I don't
No.
really know.
Really? I feel like I see a lot of people still going after 100% completions
Really?
on runs. Yeah, like...
Well,
My homie
I
Ho
see
said.
complete. Like I see 100% completions, but I meant like achievement completions.
Oh,
Like-
you mean like the completionists and shit
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lot of work, man.
It's so much work.
And because the gaming companies know people like them exist, they put so much shit in there.
And also, they put in bullshit achievements like be the top 5% on the leaderboards, or
That's so fucking difficult.
yeah, or
That's
like
ridiculous.
play against this one person who has a 1 in 10 chance of playing against another player. Like that. Shit
I don't even know
drives
how
me
that
nuts.
works.
Well, like because I remember, I think it was Halo Reach. There's one in Halo Reach where it was like play against someone who's played against a developer,
What the fuck?
and it took like 3 years for me to get that achievement.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. Like
How do you, that's just like randomized.
yeah, it is. It's completely randomized.
Wow.
Because the way that they thought about it was with Halo, they always have like a beta group. So like people would play the multiplayer beta, and then all those people would then play against other people. So then that's how they tried to get the achievement out. But it took for fucking ever for me to get it. It just drove me nuts. Don't do that. Please, for the love of God,
doing that.
You heard it
stop
here,
doing
folks.
that.
Stop it. Get some help.
Well, with that being said, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Be sure to check out the official Bluhdhaven t-shirt by going to www.bluhdhaven.com/store. And welcome back to the podcast.
Awesome.
So right before we came back, we were talking a little bit about political stuff. So I'm just going to start going on to voice what I was about to say. Where people no longer have conversations about stuff, and it's just an attack on both sides. So instead of like being able to have an opposing opinion and talk about those opinions, people just go, "You're wrong, goodbye." Like you were talking about right now, where you voice an opinion, your friend was like deleted. Yeah. And it's like, well, you can still have the opposite opinion, but just like don't be a dick about it.
Yeah.
I think what it is just people don't want to associate with people who don't think like them because it's a lot of energy to try to talk with people like that. So I'm not saying it's right, but I can understand it. And that's how I try to go about life. Like I try to see things from other people's viewpoints, so I can see where they're coming from. And it's exhausting to try to cope with somebody in your life who just obviously does not think the way you do.
Yeah, one of the things that I've learned, and it's been really hard to kind of learn this, is I enjoy having people with opposing views in my life because then I have to critically think about why I think the way that I do.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Actually, my ex-girlfriend, hardcore Republican, definitely a different world than I was used to. But I actually enjoyed the fact that she was like that because it really, like I said, it made me think about what I believe in. Now, I still believe most of what I believed in was right.
Yeah.
But
you can see the other side and hear the other side.
And what's cool about her, she was willing to see that too, you know? I don't know if anything changed in her mind while we were together, but it was still good to be exposed to that side of the world.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Also, it helped me because I got into a heated argument. One of the last ones I did on Facebook before I took like a year off with this guy who straight out said, if you vote for Trump, you're racist. And I was like, I think what I said to him was like, and if you believe this, you're a moron.
Jeez.
Because it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, she voted for Trump. She
Yeah.
was Republican. She was not a racist. She dated me.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? Like, I don't think. So here's the way that I look at it, right? When it comes to politics, it's not inherently that this person is racist for voting this particular way, right? When people voted for Trump, there's a lot of things about Trump that was not in the spotlight at the time. Yeah. That's what people have to remember. That like when people then started voting for him and like actually casting their vote, there was a lot of stuff that was not in the news and that was discovered about him.
And then after he became president,
that's when things kind of went to hell. So I get that people want to get mad at those who voted for Trump. But if you're going to be mad at them, be mad about the way that Trump ran his presidency, not what came out after people already voted for him. Because I know there are so many people who voted for Trump who completely regret their vote. Yeah. So I mean,
there's plenty of them,
yeah.
She wasn't one of them, but there were some times where he did things. She's like, "Oh God, how do I back this?
Yeah, how do I support what he just did?"
But and that's what I'm saying. Like, I knew people who were Trump supporters who weren't racist, and him and I got into we were just talking mad shit to each other all day. It was really pathetic, if I'm being completely honest, and I regret it.
I do think that one of the hardest things too is a lot of, and I'm guilty of this too, is that when people voice their concern about certain things, it's like a blanket statement, right? And it's not because you think that everybody who did this one thing is like this, but a good majority of people are. So you just blanket statement. But the problem with a blanket statement is then you get people who are in the group who've done this certain thing, but don't believe in whatever it is that you projected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that's where the problem comes into play, where it's like he probably could have gone the route of Trump is racist because of this, therefore if you voted for him, can we have a conversation about it? Like, why did you do it? But instead, it's like, nah, you are all racist. But I don't know.
And that's what the problem I have with people is that they're so gung ho about their ideas that it's just like we're at a point in our life where we no longer want to be half right, half wrong.
Right.
We want to be 100% right. And if we're not 100% right, fuck you.
It's an ego thing. That's
really
what it
is.
Because, like, there's even people in my family that will never admit that they're wrong. And it's like, it's okay to be wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are not, like, you don't know everything in the universe. Like, just
You're
admit,
wrong.
Motherfucker, fight me.
I will. With love and affection, you fucking bitch.
So Buddy's motivated by love.
Yeah, Brandy's
I
not.
try
Good for
to.
you, buddy.
I try.
Good for you.
It's hard when you have clinical depression.
It's a motherfucker, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Holy
is.
shit, man.
That's a topic for another day.
That's another podcast.
Yeah,
it
we'll
is.
talk about that on a different podcast. I want to do another podcast with you, bro. That's it's Bluhdhaven, but it's all about weed, and I want to call it Blunthaven.
Write that down. Somebody write that down right fucking now.
I'm down.
Down for Blunthaven?
I'm down.
We'll just talk.
Every time we're having the conversation, you just see just a passing cycle every now and again.
Yes, everyone who gets a talk has to take a hit first.
It's the talking blunt.
Yep, the talking blunt.
Oh, I got a blunt costume somewhere. I'm gonna try to find it.
What does 420
No,
land on
no.
next year?
Oh god, no! It's like the blood. It's like your symbol,
Oh,
right?
it's on a Wednesday.
And you just see the fox with the fucking just blunt in its mouth.
Oh my god.
That's so fucking great. The fucking his tail right here is actually like some smoke.
This is some good shit.
All right, I'm glad people like the idea of Blunthaven. I'm totally for it.
I like Blunthaven.
It was fucking great.
Maybe we'll have a Blunthaven podcast.
And if you want to make it a little bit less, you can do Bluhdhaven.
Yeah.
That too. That works too.
Bluhdhaven.
I do like.
I like the blunt.
I
It
like
has
both.
the BL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that too, but I also do like Bluhdhaven because
Bluhdhaven,
blood. Just
yeah.
take the L out, Bluhdhaven. You know what? Let's put a vote: Blunthaven or Bluhdhaven. If we ever do
Yeah.
it, which way should we go?
Let us
about
know
it?
in the forum space.
I just
what you
know
guys
that at
think.
some point you'll have to like find a way to like mute one of us because someone's gonna start fucking hacking up a lung.
I'm gonna go ahead and call. I'm the first one to do it. I'm still new.
It won't be me.
No, she's a veteran.
Facts.
Yeah, the best I've done is just that's it. That's it.
Why was that so funny?
Why was that funny to you?
That was funny. I don't know why.
It's just okay. Turn your head and cough.
Oh gosh.
One day we'll have that podcast.
Oh shit! I'm looking forward to it. But as of
It'll be
now-
fun. It'll be fun. No worries. Yeah, because it's legal in Arizona now.
It
so,
is.
Which is awesome.
I can't. It's so weird that it's legal in states, but it's still a federal.
Yeah,
Crime.
It's still federal crime.
It's funny you bring
You
it
make
up that
money
way.
off of it.
I made a joke about weed being legal, and then one woman in the audience is like, "Yeah, but not federally." You
Well, here's the
bitch.
thing: if they did legalize it federally, then they can tax it federally.
Yeah.
I mean, true.
They
They
would
make that
make
much more.
so much more money if they just legalized it.
I think it's a control type of thing.
It is.
It
Whole
totally
thing.
is a control
They
type
just
of
want to
thing.
have control over it.
It's people who made the laws and realizing that they were wrong, but not wanting to admit they were wrong.
It goes back to
Pride.
the whole
It's
thing.
pride and
The very
ego
beginning,
all
yeah.
day.
One day we're getting there though, because what? It's Colorado, California, Arizona,
Oregon.
Oregon.
So really, just the west side of the U.S.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
What about the east side? Any east side states?
I think
Heroin,
New York.
meth.
Meth?
Basically. I know there's a couple that have medical, but I don't know about recreational.
Yeah.
Keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
It's funny because I don't know why that just reminded me of the fucking GTA 5 where they try to do medical cocaine.
Oh my god!
They try to make it medicinal. I was like, sure.
What do you
maybe.
say? What do you say? I can't move fast enough at work. I need some medical cocaine.
Yeah.
Right.
medical cocaine.
I mean,
Medical cocaine.
I mean, it does have. I should say this in a very just like non-overdosing amount. It does have some properties.
What, the cocaine?
Yes, it was used in dentistry for the longest time to numb your gums.
Mm-hmm.
And it was used in Coca-Cola at one point, and they had to get rid of that for obvious reasons.
Yet they kept the name.
And it was also used, and when I forget, I think it was FDR. He had some sort of infection. They actually used cocaine with him. It was like it was like a snuff type of thing, and it worked.
All right. Oregon,
Cool.
California, Nevada, Arizona,
Of course, Nevada.
Utah. No, not Utah. Colorado, New Mexico,
Mexico?
Illinois,
Huh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
New York, Massachusetts, Maine, Delaware, New Jersey,
So it's like literally a section
Kentucky.
Of here.
Wow.
That's not surprising.
Kentucky?
That's not surprising.
But
Man,
fully
They're all rolling
illegal
out there.
in Tennessee.
fully illegal in Tennessee. Fuck you, Nashville.
Kentucky. Well, I mean, if I'm gonna, no, I can't go there. I can't go there. I can't. I'm
Damn,
sorry.
there's a lot of places that are legal. Just fucking legalize it.
Yeah.
I can't understand why they just don't. So I can't even. I just like it doesn't make sense to me.
Because it's probably gonna be like the same argument, like it's a gateway drug. It'd be like gateway of like, oh, now we gotta decriminalize everything else. It's like,
Yeah, because I know so many potheads who are.
I
you know,
mean,
Yeah.
Oregon decriminalized hallucinogenics.
yes.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we're getting
I
there.
mean, still
Mushrooms,
can't really
baby,
have
let's
it.
go.
Still can't really have it, but like,
Shrooms scare me.
It has to start somewhere.
Oh, they scared me.
They scared you?
yeah.
Didn't we have this conversation with you? I can't. I don't
remember.
remember.
We're gonna
I
have
know-
that discussion on a different
On
podcast.
Bluhdhaven. We'll have it on Bluhdhaven.
Yeah.
I got a couple stories.
So do I.
Yeah,
I got you.
I definitely
So make
have
sure to
stories.
subscribe to Bluhdhaven.com for that exclusive content.
Yeah.
Purple rain.
I planted the seeds. Let's see how they grow. Those
No,
weed
it's
seeds.
just so wild that like so many places, like even Texas has CBD. Like they allow CBD in Texas,
It's just diet weed.
diet weed.
and it's decriminalized almost everywhere other than the
Isn't
fully illegal
CBD
states.
legalized federally for 18 plus?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things you can do that's like it gives you like it
It
doesn't
is
give you a
like-
buzz or anything, but it's supposed to give you the same soothing effects.
Yeah,
that
it
marijuana
gives you
does.
the medicinal properties.
They just took the
without
high out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know that
They took the
Circle
fun
K
out of it,
sells
really.
Yep.
Circle K sells CBD now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I saw it. Before you told me no longer to get oatmeal cream pies, I have it in the front, but like behind the. Like,
Why do you gotta throw me under the bus like that?
I can, bitch.
Why'd you have to remind me oatmeal cream pies exist?
Yum.
no.
Oh god, that sounds so good.
Double deckers exist, and those are lovely.
Son of a bitch.
But they have them behind the counter, and you have to like ask for them.
Yeah, just like tobacco.
And I've had them before. They ain't shit.
What are they?
They ain't
What is
shit.
it?
CBD
CBD.
gummies and like that,
Oh,
or
yeah.
like what you have in front of you.
I tried it when I was like a year or so ago or 2 years ago at this point, and I was just like very anxious. That's when my anxiety was coming, but I didn't really know what it was.
Yeah.
And my depression was starting to set in, so I was like, maybe this will help. Didn't help. Gave me constipation, if anything. So
Oh, that's
I don't
a
recommend them. Don't recommend them.
That sucks.
Yeah. But,
Sucks.
you know, whatever. It is what
It's
it
a
is.
learning experience.
Yeah, it definitely was a learning experience. And I learned, fuck it.
I learned in high school.
Same.
Just being honest, I learned in high school. That's the one thing I feel like is such an unspoken thing when it comes with adults. Like I remember growing up and like every adult was like, you can't do this, you can't do this. And then now as an adult, they're telling me, yeah, I did this shit in high school. And it's like, okay, so everyone does that shit in high school. High school is all about learning about drugs and sex.
Yeah, it's all
Pretty
about
much.
learning about drugs.
I learned well in high school. Yeah, my mother was like, "Listen, I know you're probably gonna get curious, so I'm gonna tell you this now. Since I've done most of it, I'm gonna tell you to stay. I'm not, you can still try it if you so wish, but I'm gonna tell you what my experience was." So I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from all the hardcore shit. I'll stick with
See,
weed."
I feel
Thank
like
you,
that's
mother.
way more useful than just saying don't do it.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Way more useful.
I think it depends. It
'Cause
depends on the kid. It
Yeah.
depends on the teenager.
I think it depends on the relationship
Also
between
true.
the kid
Yeah.
and the
True.
parents.
True.
Yeah.
'Cause that could come off very like, don't do this and don't do this, or you're gonna get in trouble, as opposed to having that like talking
An
about
actual
sex.
conversation.
You gotta have a conversation about sex.
Because it was like she didn't want me to see her as a hypocrite.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it
did
makes
it, yeah.
sense. But also, she didn't go in a way where it was just like there's so many parents who are just like, fuck it. Like, do whatever you want
Yeah,
to
no.
do. Right?
There's
Without
a
having
line.
the conversation.
You gotta
There's a
learn that
line.
way.
Yeah.
There is a
Mhm.
line.
Mm-hmm.
Like they are still a child. You know, you do still have to like be a parent.
Well,
But there's
I
some
mean,
people who aren't, though. That's what I mean.
exactly,
It's like,
yeah,
there's some people who
yeah.
are just like, fuck it. I don't
you
care.
can do
Just
whatever
do it.
you want.
And
Yeah.
it's like, maybe don't say it that way.
Right, yeah.
all I said, like, if my sibling ever did is, like, if you ever do it, because I can't be there to stop you, but if
Right.
you're ever going to do it, at least let me be there so,
Yeah.
just so you have somebody who knows, who's done it before.
What I
can
was
help
told
you.
was like, if you're going to do it, just do it with people that you trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
always a good one.
Yeah.
Especially if you're
don't
doing
go-
hallucinogens.
Yeah.
If you're doing hallucinogens, be with people you fucking trust.
Yep. Yep.
We are not professionals here, folks. Do
We're
not
not.
take our word for
Do
it.
not
yourself.
really take our words for
Do
it.
not go to strange trap houses.
Or do, but with people that you trust.
Yeah.
Don't go to strange Travis with people you trust. Because then you'll realize, I shouldn't have trusted you.
And then 5 minutes later, this here's bad country.
You need some real cool homies, though.
Fat squirrel. Sorry.
Homies for life.
You really just pulled out a Disney
Squirrel.
movie right there. Squirrel.
Yeah, because he just whoop. Anyway.
He's grabbing his nuts.
Aren't we all?
Is that the name of this episode?
He's grabbing his nuts.
Grabbing our nuts.
You know, all
Grabbing our nuts.
anti-weed laws made us really do is just understand squirrels better.
Wait, the anti what?
Anti-weed laws just made me understand squirrels a lot better. I was saying this to a homie the other day. I was like, would weed being legal? It's awesome, but I'm not used to it because now I have to undo the habits I learned when weed wasn't legal.
Well, it's
Gotta
like
hide
it's so
hide
weird
it
because
shit.
we're I hate our generation because we're the goddamn generation that lives through both shit.
Yep.
I love that, actually. I really love it. It makes me feel like a pioneer.
Okay, that's fair. That's an interesting
Drop
way to
this
look at
shit
it.
here. Yep.
Because now we're at the point where it's like, fuck, I'm holding weed. Oh wait, fuck, I'm holding weed. Like, we're fine, right? Like, it's totally okay. It's so weird.
Oh shit!
I saw like a TikTok of a comedian talking about it, where someone goes to the bathroom during his set and he comes back and he's like, "Hey, bro, you good?" It's like, "Yeah." "What'd you go to the bathroom for?" "Oh, for my weed." Wow, that's fucking wild. Just look at that, because I can't remember who it was, but he's like 45, almost 50 years old. And he's like, man, if I was your fucking age and I had weed in my backpack, I would have been like, fuck, I am the guy who has weed in my backpack. I would have been in the back of this goddamn show, in the corner, holding my backpack with dear life, just trying to see if anyone knows that I have weed. You're in the front fucking row, just having your weed. Fuck yeah.
It's a good time to be alive. Right? Sorry, brother.
Right.
Oh my god. But no, like, okay, so weed habits that you developed when weed was illegal. Is anyone like me in this regard? Like, sometimes I go to a store and I'm looking at things, but I sometimes look at things and also try to determine whether or not what I'm about to buy could also second as a good place to stash my weed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's like this vase. Oh, I like this vase. You can put your weed in there and it really will tie the living room together.
I really loved.
Yep.
I loved getting the. Remember those pencils that had like the little things, the little white things?
Oh, the ones where you take it from the bottom, put on top?
Yeah. I use those all the fucking time. If you carve out the back end of it, you can just stash a shit ton as you
Really?
as you throw them down. I used to do that shit all the time in high school.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, that's innovative. Never would have thought of that. Never would have thought of
I
that.
used to have a stone.
A stone for a stoner.
It was
Like a rock?
Yeah, it legit looked like a fucking.
Was it the
rock.
one that you had a key under, but you put your weed in inside instead?
Kind of. It was. I got out of a smoke shop and I thought it was funny. It just looks like a. It looked just like a decoration. It had like a little like peace symbol and everything else, but I also had the filter and everything else. You can just pack your weed and just get a little quick puff. That was a
For
one.
real?
What?
It was a smoking
Nice.
apparatus?
It was. It
That's
was,
nice.
it was a one hitter.
That's
Nice.
legit.
It's just a rock. It's
just
our
a-
principle. It's just a rock.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That pens. This is another one.
I used to use my dad's cassette tapes.
You
Mine was a Beastie Boys.
hell yeah, that's what's up.
I just stuck it in a Beastie Boys and then I got caught.
Wait, inside the containers?
Yeah.
The little cases?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know why for a second I thought, wait, how do you smoke out of a tape?
No.
I was like, damn, I'm learning so much right now.
I took a pencil and make sure to rewind it.
Jesus.
No, but growing up on the south side, everyone used to smoke out of their water bottles that they got from lunch.
Oh, I hated that.
What?
Yeah.
You never did that shit?
I went to Catholic school.
Oh, okay.
Or they use a fucking crushed up Pepsi can.
That'll
Yeah.
put some
Yeah.
holes in it.
Mhm.
Wow.
Make a little carb.
Yep.
That's all I do.
Dude, pen in a water bottle. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Learning so much. Learning so much. Awesome. We don't need to know that anymore because it's just now we
Yeah,
can
now
be
it's
out
just
in the
fucking.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you still can't do that at school, but
Yeah.
Well, they do. They totally do.
Yeah, you have to
Everyone
be
does.
21 now.
Or an apple.
fucking every single passing period, you go to the bathroom and you just smell weed everywhere.
God, I remember we got. I thought it was so fucking funny. Who decides to think of like, you know what? Smoking weed in a bathroom in a closed fucking building is such a good idea.
They're stoners, bro. They're not thinking that clearly.
Oh yeah, especially at Southgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say
Southgate
that
Academy?
because
Yeah.
Fucking right there where the Factory 2 used to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's funny
that's where
because
he went.
like everyone thought it was the boys' bathroom. Hello and fucking
All
behold,
the
it was
fucking
the
girls.
girls'
It
bathroom.
was the ghetto ass bitches that live literally
Ghetto-ass
across the
bitches.
street.
Because they always try to have a
God.
conversation. It was like, listen, we won't. You don't have to say names. It was like, nobody went to the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, it was like none of the dudes. It was always the girls.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because it was like the ghetto ass
Sexism.
girls
Yeah.
Oh,
from
Hood
South
chicks.
Tucson.
The hood chicks.
Yeah, the hood rats.
Mhm.
oh yeah, fucking ratchet.
Yep.
Ratchet.
Yep.
Ratchet.
Ratchet.
This
Good
is a
times.
ratchet. That's no, I can't go there.
Mhm.
Nah, good times though.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I missed out on a lot of cool things.
What
in
high school did you go to?
San Miguel High School.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a fun place.
Yeah,
I almost went
bet.
there.
They really beat the Catholicism out of you.
Oof.
They really do.
I
Did
almost.
you guys have like Bible study and stuff like that?
We had religious class,
Oh,
religion
Nice.
class, and it was just our religion.
Yeah.
I
Makes
know.
sense.
I mean, I think sometimes a teacher would like to go and explore a different kind of religion that's had similarities.
that's cool.
More often than not, though, it was just you're Catholic, and this is why you're Catholic.
Damn.
That makes sense.
This is
Did
what
you have to
you're
like
gonna
read
believe.
scripture and stuff like that?
No, it was more like
They
it
don't
was more
read
theology
scripture.
than anything. So
Okay.
we didn't have to like read the Bible.
Yeah.
We did sometimes, but mostly it was just looking into why Catholicism became what it is. It's actually pretty informative,
That's kind
but
of cool.
yo, the Book of Job really fucked me up, bro.
Come again?
Book of Job.
Who's the Book of Job?
The Book of Job is that one story where this guy has everything, and the devil's like, well, he only likes you because you give him everything. So, well, okay, I'm gonna take everything away from him and see if he still likes me. That story fucked me up. I'm like, why would you do that, God? That was
Damn.
your homie. That was your homie. You just want to make a point to some bitch you don't even like?
That sounds like real life.
That's petty as fuck.
That sounds like life.
That sounds like something Zeus would do.
Yeah, that is some Zeus shit. There's a reason his religion died out.
Actually, it's not. There's a lot of people who still believe in
Really?
Mhm.
what is it called? Polytheism?
Yeah, polytheism.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm talking about like the Greek gods. Do people still believe in the
people
Greek gods?
still-
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Still
God.
firmly believe.
How do
in
they
Greek
feel about the
gods.
God of War series?
I bet you they don't think about it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I thought they
there's
could
a
only
lot.
get away with that because that's a dead religion.
No.
No?
No.
Wow. I did not know it was
Speaking of
still
that,
around.
and I know this is going to be controversial, but can we get a God of War but with like Jesus?
Did you know the
This is what I want.
What's
this is
with
what
the
I want.
Jesus
No.
games today?
This is what I want. I want a
Come to me,
Diablo
Michelle.
series. I want a Diablo series that touches on God
Yeah.
and the devil.
Did you know the original plan for God of War would have had Kratos becoming one of the three wise men?
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That was what was going to happen. So it would have happened like this. He would start with the Greek gods, he'd move on to the Egyptian gods, and if not before long, he would end up he would kill all the gods so that the one god and monotheism would be a thing, and Kratos was one of the three wise men who made that happen. And I assume he would have met the other two wise men when he was going on and killing the other pantheons of gods.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the original idea, and they scrapped that.
That would have been interesting.
That'd
I
really
would have
cool.
liked that so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
like
get,
what they're
I
doing
get,
with
Good
I
game.
get why
Yeah,
they got
that's
rid
a
of
lot.
that, though. Well,
That's a
no,
lot.
it's not just that.
It's
But
controversial.
you would piss off a lot of people.
That's why
Can you imagine just
Yeah,
Kratos-
I know. I agree.
Can you imagine just
It's really
Kratos just fighting Anubis, Ra, and Horus?
That'd be
Yes,
so sick.
yes, please. I do like that they're doing the what is it? The Nordic gods right now.
Yeah.
I also
get some up
like
to the
that they
Egyptian
actually
gods.
have Thor the way that Thor is
meant to be.
Meant to be.
Yeah. I
And
don't
people
know how
are
I feel
mad.
about that still.
People are mad about it.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, it's not Crib's heading with Bill. It's like that's not the case, because literally how you're seeing him in God of War is how he is supposed to look. That
Yeah.
motherfucker.
The only problem I have
look-
with Thor
Yeah.
is that his voice, it's not what it should be.
I haven't listened to the voice.
I
but
can-
I, saw the
I can see
character
that.
design.
It should be a Nordic accent, but it's not. It's voiced by Ryan Hurst, an American voice actor.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, he doesn't sound Nordic at all.
Hmm.
At least, if that was his voice in the trailer, which I believe it is, then it's an American accent, and it's
I
not
can
how
see
it
that.
should
Well,
be.
when's the game coming out?
Ooh, next April, I think.
Okay, so that might have just been a thing that they put quickly together.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe they did, but yeah, Nordic Thor, please.
Yeah, there's a show that B and I have been watching, and I can't remember what it's
Vikings?
called, but it's not called Vikings. It is a comedic drama about Nordic individuals, like because they pillage and plunder other areas, but it's like a really niche comedy. Like it's really bad comedy. God, what is it called?
I have no idea.
Uh,
I wouldn't be able to help you on that.
Talk
I'm-
about Nordic shit.
Talk about Nordic shit.
Yeah.
Well, how do you guys feel about the God of War going into the Nordic areas?
I think it'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I see it as just like he's
Norseman. It's called Norseman.
Okay.
Norseman?
Yeah.
He killed the Greek pantheons, and now he's going on to the next one, which would be Nordic, and then who knows? Maybe they'll have a teaser with the Egyptian ones.
Yeah.
I would love to see
Maybe they're
that.
doing what they originally planned to do.
Maybe Loki's going to be the next God of War, and he's going to take on the Egyptians.
Oh god,
That would be pretty cool.
that'd be interesting.
I really want them to build up for a 2-player experience in God of War.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Man, how would they go? How would that go?
I want Kratos to find not another Kratos, but another Kratos-like character.
maybe not like a Spartan, but like
Like-
a Nordic warrior of some
Well,
sort.
like I want him to encounter another individual who's going around killing the gods.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because there's no way that he's the only one with this ambition. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Well, to be fair, he doesn't have the ambition to kill guys.
Well,
he's just
okay,
kind of put in
yeah.
that position.
Well, I want there to be that other side that's kind of going towards that same thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
To give him like a true antagonist.
Yeah.
Well, they were kind of trying to do that. We were talking about Dead Space earlier, right? Or I was going to try to leave it into Dead Space, but the original concept for Dead Space 3 would have had you play co-op. I don't know if you know this, but instead of what we got for the co-op, you could have played as Isaac, and then you would have played a figment of Isaac Clarke's imagination.
Oh,
that
like
would
they
help
did
him.
with Fear 3.
I don't know. I never played Fear 3, but is that what they did?
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
have been fucking cool.
Yeah, so... But they gave us what they did because EA had to do what EA
Because
does.
EA does and fucks everything up.
But the only
EA
aspect
does what
that
the 10 don't.
yeah, I like the aspect what they did with Dead Space 3 is like one person would like see some shit and the
Yeah.
other person couldn't. So it's like one of them was like fighting more necromorphs, screaming the shit out of in your
While the
ear.
other person's like, what the fuck?
What are you looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a game engine restriction, though.
Yeah, that is.
Because even though I know you'd be able to code that in, but that's additional coding that you would have to do because you're essentially putting a lens on the other character. So I feel like that wasn't. I feel like that was something that the game itself was just incapable to match on a disc at the time. Because at the time it was a
PS3 game.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's to hoping with the Dead Space remake.
Oh, that actually looks. I'm
be rad.
very intrigued on that.
I'm really happy to return to Dead Space. Have you ever played Dead Space?
it's such a fun
You
game.
should.
No.
It's a good game.
There
It's a
are-
good space horror.
Console?
Yeah, it's a console game. I'm sure it's on PC too, but
Yeah, it is.
What kind of consoles do you have?
I have an Xbox.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get on
yeah.
Xbox.
Yeah.
oh, yeah, for sure.
I know they're remastering Resident Evil 4,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that.
and they're as of right now they brought it out to the VR.
Wait, remastering it or
What?
remaking it?
Remastering Resident Evil 4.
We've already seen so many remasters though.
Yeah, but I know that right now they have
In VR though?
Yeah, they have it in VR for the Oculus
How do you
Quest.
do that?
I
First
thought
person?
about getting one of those, but
I
I
see
just
that.
I don't know.
I finally
I get
passed that
hurt.
game in professional mode, by the way.
You
Fuck
bet.
yeah.
Finally got the PRL, and it's okay.
Well, you beat it on professional. That's what counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I gotta do all the mercenaries and unlock the hand cannon,
Fuck yeah.
which I was supposed to do this week, but oh well.
Shit
We'll get
happens.
But I want to remind everyone that we are coming up on November 13th, which is going to be our 24-hour Extra Life stream. We're going to be trying to raise money for Tucson Medical Center. So make sure you mark down your calendars. We are going to be streaming from 8 a.m. on November 13th until 8 a.m. November 14th. We're going to have a lot of physical challenges, a lot of different games,
Yeah.
a lot of guests as we're going through the day. So make sure to swing by during that. We're going to try to set up a recruitment stream sometime in the next month to try to get people aware of what we're doing. So keep that in mind. But with that being said, we're going to be coming up to the end of the podcast right now. So what is everyone's recommendations for people to watch this week?
I had one, but give me 1 second. I gotta find it real quick.
Mine's Hackers.
Hackers?
Yeah,
I fucking
Hackers.
love that movie.
It's a great movie. It's
Is that a what is that?
It's a movie that was in 1995. Has Angelina Jolie. It has Lillard Murphy. I can't remember the main guy's name. But basically, it's just a thing of a guy goes into a new place because of what he did in his past, which was hacking. Finds these other small little group. In this group, someone goes into like this big organization's like trash file, finds out what they're doing, which is basically a worm to take out small bits from other people's accounts. The guy that's doing it was like, hey, good idea. I'm going to frame these fuckers, and I can still get away with it.
It is a movie of its time.
Johnny Lee Miller. That's his
Johnny
name.
Lee Miller. Yeah, that's a good one.
Sounds familiar.
I like Hackers.
When
Check
did that movie
one
come out?
Yeah.
1995.
95.
Okay.
What about you, Holly? What you got?
I haven't really watched any movies in the past week. I've been preparing for the new Dexter season to come out.
Oh, yeah.
November
Okay.
7th on Showtime. And Amazon Prime has all the seasons. Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Go watch a serial killer.
yeah, it's a good show. And the books are good too.
There's books on it?
Different. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's a
It's
whole...
based off a series.
Yeah, there's a whole
I
series.
didn't know
of
that.
them.
Apparently,
different.
the books are
It's different.
really crazy, though.
Yeah. The only thing I
Yeah.
know about Dexter is surprise, motherfucker. That's the only thing I remember.
I don't
It
think that
wasn't
dude
even
ever
Dexter.
prepared for that to become the meme it did.
Yep.
It's strong. It's a strong meme because it's still going on today.
Yeah.
It's been almost
Yeah.
10 years since that meme
Yep.
began. So, awesome.
Good, yeah. good
I
show, so-
don't have a movie either, but
Okay.
I do want to recommend another channel on YouTube, Rowan Oak Gaming.
Oh,
This guy,
Rowan.
I've been listening to his videos a lot lately, watching them really. When I asked you about who would win between the Flood and Hell, it's
Yeah.
actually based on one of the videos he did, and you guys are right. Hell would definitely win in that regard. He also did one between the Necromorphs and the Flood too, and I was surprised as to how that came about.
Yeah.
But it was the Flood. I'll just let you know. It was the Flood. And I'll
Really?
explain that later.
okay.
But he does a lot of game analysis videos. Also, he analyzes lore in not just games, but movies and everything as well. So he already has a pretty good following, but I feel like he's still underrated. Go check him out. You won't be disappointed, especially if you love learning about lore. I bet
Hell
he
yeah.
has some Five Nights at Freddy's lore videos too, but I haven't looked into them.
Definitely gonna look at that.
Yeah, but that's all I got.
Hell yeah. Well, my recommendation is going to be The Skulls. It's a 2000 movie that is about a secret society in college.
Yes.
It's
Ooh.
good ass movie.
it's not amazing, but it's an
Yeah.
interesting movie.
Yep. I
So,
love that movie.
Pacey from Dawson's Creek is in there, so
Mhm.
watch it.
That's probably why I love it so much.
I need to
love
correct
that
myself. His
movie.
name is Matthew Lillard. I said Lillard Murphy.
Matthew Lillard is in that?
Yeah.
He played
Oh,
Shaggy in
he's Shaggy,
Scooby Doo.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a lot of Freddie Prinze.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
He's also an SLC punk.
hmm
Yes, he is.
A movie I really need to see.
You need to see.
You haven't
I need to
seen
see
it yet?
SLC Punk.
And Shawshank
You're a
Redemption, which I'm
poser.
sure you still have not
I
watched.
still have not
Sorry.
watched that yet.
Sit down, just take 2.5
If I had to
hours.
watch Shawshank or SLC Punk first, which one?
Shawshank.
Shawshank?
Yeah.
Shawshank.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Then.
all the way.
All right, cool. When you guys give it to me, I will.
I'll send you a link. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode of the podcast. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to go to Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify to subscribe to us. Don't forget to go to Bluhdhaven.com to watch more of our content. And we'll see you guys next week for a new episode.
Bye.
See ya.
Awesome, tacular.